supposed to be the ways you're supposed to follow to ensure that we prevent this from happening?
Parents, I am a parent and I can assure you that should my daughter come to age of marriage or dating, I would not really want to, yes, I'm a Christian, and I would not want to basically let my daughter be immoral or so, but I will not set expectations. The problem with parents nowadays is, you know, there are people who tell their daughters that you should not marry a poor guy. Okay, fine. You don't marry a poor guy. Now, all these rich men that they want their daughters to marry, most people that are rich, most young men that are rich, these are spoiled men. Some people have given things on a silver platter, but then you find someone who's not well off, but he's hardworking, and then with time he might be well off. Now the mother tell their daughters, you don't date a man that's not well off. Now these young ladies, they are going after these sugar daddies. In most cases, they are dating married men, just so that the mother can know that my daughter is dating someone that's working. Now that's where they now become single mothers, because no married man will leave their wife and marry you. And then that's also where they still become single mothers, because if you go into a relationship with a man who is already established himself, what happens? It's like whether you stay or you leave, you were not there when you were struggling. Secondly, again, parents again should also stop that thing of comparing. If someone's daughter is living a certain life or son is living a certain life, you do not know how they got there. You will find people saying, these are your peers. Your peers are doing this, your peers are doing this. Well, guess what? Here are our peers in courts. We are seeing them on live on TV. These were people that were telling us, work hard. If you work hard, you do this. Now we see what that type of work hard is. You are encouraging your child to be like people, but without going on your knees as a parent to thank God that, God, thank you that my child is making a decent living out of their life with whatever they have. Maybe my daughter is not educated. Maybe she can only braid hair and she's living out of braiding hair. That's how she makes a living. She's not a prostitute. Be grateful, because it could be worse. Somebody's daughter brings money from prostitution to their parents, but at the end of the day, that girl is now afflicted with illnesses. That girl is endlessly doing some backdoor abortions. And you are having here someone's son driving BMWs and whatever. Then you are comparing. Do you know what he does for that? And that person is not even educated. Your son is more educated. Then you are saying, yeah, you are educated, but your friends that are not educated are doing that. Have you asked yourself the source of income? This is what parents should stop. The only thing that I will emphasize, it's the only cure to this. Parents should stop comparing and putting unrealistic expectations on their kids. Let their kids find their own way. The only thing as a parent you can do is guide your child. Is just provide opportunities for your child. Those opportunities are what? Education, are what? A roof over the child, clothing them, and making sure that they are updated with the trends. You don't need to buy your child an expensive phone. You can just buy a phone that's a smartphone so that they can also keep up with the trends of, because everything nowadays, news and everything is on social media. So parents should just be satisfied and content with how their kids are, not comparing. Comparison is the main thing that's destroying. These comparisons start with comparing the kids. That's where you find many people marrying the wrong people, because their parents are comparing them to other people. So that's what parents should do. Parents at all levels, we should stop comparing. Whether it's a small child, you find someone, a 5-year-old child, you want your child to be reading like a 10-year-old because this other person's child can read like that. It doesn't work that way, because not all of us are the same. I was in a class with classmates now that are lawyers, that are doctors, that are other professionals, that are business people. Not all of us are the same, but in that same class, those people that I'm mentioning, they were slow, some of them. But in time, in life, they found their destinies. So as a parent, just be patient with your child. You might think that your child is probably not academically sound. There are vocational schools you can send them, so that they can at least, provided your child is doing what they love. Because when you start to do something you love, you also have peace of mind. And when you have peace of mind, imagine, because imagine people, most people go to work. This is one thing that I've noticed. When people go to work, most people go to work happy. When they come back